So, you want to delve, but you're having some difficulties understanding it, getting it working properly, whatever. And that's fine. I'm Kamal. I'm going to help you out with that today. But first, remember, like and subscribe if you like my videos and my channel. But we're going to talk about delving. Now, the first thing that you're going to have to make sure that you do when it comes to delving is make sure that you've already associated yourself with Nico here in Act 4. So when you reach Act 4, you talk to Nico, you do the first little initial introduction thing with him, where you go into these mines, and you'll acquire 3 collections of sulfite. These collections of sulfite are going to be what is actually powering the minecart. Now, there's multiple different ways that you can acquire this sulfite. One of the ways is you can just randomly find them throughout maps or throughout zones, as long as you've gotten past Act 4. So when you zone past Act 4, you'll be able to. Now, I'm going to run a pretty low tier map on this character. He's not pre-built, so deal with it. But the other way that you can actually, get it purposely is you can run an Atlas mission of Nico's with the map. Now, when you do this, you are guaranteed to have sulfite within this map. So when you run this map, you will find 3 different sulfite nodes. Before you can even start delving, you are going to want to get sulfite. Sulfite is extremely important. Like I stated earlier, it's actually what powers the minecart to be able to, mine. I'm not going to focus on anything in here except for looking for Nico, because that would be a waste of your time, and that's not really what I'm about. So we'll try to fast travel to Nico. Oh, there's one. So these little stacks of gold are going to be sulfite. You want to grab the sulfite for Nico. That way he can collect it and take it back to his mine. Of course, I'm on PlayStation, so clicking on these things is not the easiest. Now, you'll see that my capacity is not terribly small. It's probably going to be a little bit higher than yours if you're watching this video, because I've been delving a bit. So we'll go ahead and pick up the second one, and then we'll just go back to town. That way we can show you what you do once you've acquired this sulfite. So once you've got a fair amount of sulfite, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually position yourself in the mine encampment. When you first load into the mine encampment, there are a few different things that you will see, and we'll go ahead and we'll discuss those as soon as we load in. Anytime now. Here we go. So the first thing that you'll see is the voltaic generator. This is a pretty important part of mining. At this voltaic generator, this is where you will upgrade your sulfite capacity, your darkness resistance, and your light radius. Absolutely most important one here is going to be the resistance. You want to get your resistance upgraded. Next, I would say pretty important is light radius. This will increase the amount of light radius that the minecart has. If you're on console, there's a fair amount of lag within the mine, so having a bigger radius will give you a little bit more leeway to maybe get separated a little bit without having to worry about taking that heavy damage. That's also why the resistance is so important, so that the darkness doesn't affect you quite as heavily. Sulfite capacity is also very important. This will allow you to go out and farm as much sulfite as you desire while you're running mines or not mines, running maps or any type of later in-game content, searching for sulfite. Down here you'll see that there are flares and there are also dynamite. So with flares, 9 I found is pretty decent. You can do less, you can do more, that's up to you. Dynamite maxes out at 7, so it is what it is. Duration is how long it will stay lit, so I have mine at 21 seconds. Should probably go for longer, but I don't need it longer right now. And then of course we have the radius, which is how much of an area this flare does. Now the flare it gives you the opportunity to throw down a section of light on the ground so you can travel in the dark areas without taking damage, or even just take the damage as you're traveling through the dark areas, throw down a flare, and then, you know, get your life back up and stay kosher, and, you know, even just damage the mobs because you can't really kill anything in the darkness. The dynamite's going to be used to break down walls that you will find throughout the mine that will reveal hidden treasures, we'll say. So let's go ahead and get us some dynamites, get us some flares, and let's go mining, boys. Now, you can talk to Nico. He doesn't really offer too much, just opens up the chart, buy, sell, whatever. You know, if you've got stuff in there, you can sell to him. Subterranean chart. This is going to be the mine. This is your mine. There are many mines like it, but they are not the same. No. Everything in here, with everything in Path of Exile, is a randomized loot thing. My personal suggestion is just go as deep as you can. Try to get as deep as you can sustain as you're running through. And now you'll notice all these different symbols here as well. They all have a representation of what the loot is there. This is going to be azurite. Azurite is what you spend at the voltaxic generator. This is going to be some type of jewelry, you know, just random items. You can see that there's a whole plethora of different things that you could do. So we'll run a really short one. So just from here to here, so you can see what the mine consists of. And then after that, we'll go over how to equip and how to use flares and dynamites, because it's a little bit different on PlayStation than it is on PC, or I've been seeing people having more of an issue with it on PlayStation and on Xbox than I have with PC. Now, with the minecart, if you do run ahead of it, it will speed up to catch up with you. And if you get far enough behind it, it will completely stop moving. But just, I mean, try not to die. It's a lot of damage. That darkness is a lot of fucking damage. Now, when you reach the point as we're at right now, you just got to kind of do whatever it is that you're supposed to do. Usually it's kill packs of mobs, or, you know, grab loots. And then once the crawler is clickable again, then you've completed that node. That is an opened up node. And then there is a path of light connecting the previous node to your current node. Now, you'll notice here, let's look at the map real quick. I want you to remember, look on the mini map, I want you to remember this little section right here, this little area we can go up, a little area we can go over to the west or to the left, whichever way you want to look at it. Now, if we actually look at here, we can see that this is a dead end. If this is a dead end, why the hell are there pathways there? Well, very simple. There's stuff in there. There's stuff in there. Now, if you have the grenades, or not the grenades, the dynamites and the flares, you have to actually put them on your skill bar. I forgot what it was called for a second, but on your skill bar, you have to make them active. So just like you would any normal attack, you press R3, and then you go to whichever right stick, whichever one you want it on, and it will be in there. You know, there's dynamites right there. There's a flare right there. So you put it on there, and then once you use it, so boom. All you do is cast it like you would any normal ability. And there it is. There's the lost loot that's hidden. All right, we got a jewel. Now, like I've said before, mine lasts 21 seconds. It is what it is. Yours will not last that long right off the bat. I might die here. Nope, I'm not going to die. Okay. Lost jewelry. See that? And then, let's see. When you find the walls, which I don't know of any walls. I guess I could try to look for one. There's no breakable pathways here. But if you do find the walls that you can break down, let's see. Where might there be one? We'll travel here, and once you've completed the pathways, there will always be a line of lights that you can follow. So you can always, you know, just go back and explore. So we can go right here and we can see what's over this way. You know, and it makes delving pretty entertaining, pretty fun. Let's see what else we got going on. If you're risky, you can sometimes have a little bit of fun with it like that, but it's, I mean, if you die, you die, and that fucking sucks. Looking for a wall to break down, but I'm not really having much luck finding one. You'll notice the walls on the mini-map, though. Lost Wealth. Might as well open that sucker up, right? The walls actually look... Ay, chihuahua. Yeah, this character is not super strong, to say the least. But when you find the wall... Here we go, here we go. Alright, so we found a wall. You'll see on the minimap the little blue section up there. That means that it's a wall. You lay down the grenade. Wall goes boom. Get the loot. We got some fossils. See, that's... Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Hey, Cave. Cave? Calling Cave. I believe you were looking for one of these. And then you get your loots. So there you go, guys. That's a basic, quick 101 how to delve. Remember, darkness resistance, extremely important. Making sure that your dynamites and your flares are on your bar. And also, if you're in the darkness, you can't see the monsters. You can't hit what you can't see. Remember that. I can stand here all day long swinging at this guy in the darkness, and it's just, you got to get him in the light so you can see him. It's crazy. But I wish you the best of luck on your journeys throughout the mine. Hopefully you yourself can find some fat loots like that serrated fossil right there. I mean, let's just go look. Let's see. Return to Cartographer's Hideout. Pretty sure serrated fossils sell for a decent amount. Doesn't really matter too much. I'll end up probably giving it to somebody because I know that he was looking for some. So let's see though. Modify search terms. Go all the way to the bottom, and we will look for... What the fuck? Delve items. Serrated fossil. How much do these sell for? Oh, they're not that much. I thought they were worth a bit more. Either way, though. Jeez, 90 for 2? I guess it just kind of depends on the person. But either way, these are potentially good. You can get some fat loots in there. There's a whole shit ton of different fossils, items, crafting recipes, like the 5-socket, 6-socket, 5-link, 6-link. Those recipes are all found while delving. I actually found the last time I was delving. Now somebody had to come and help me kill it, but I obtained a map that let's see real quick what it is. It starts with a D. I don't know how to pronounce it though. Oh, you know what? I don't even remember. It was a unique map, okay? And it was a lot. I found it delving, and it sells for like 30 fucking exalted orbs, and I was like, holy shit. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you stay notified, and I'm out. I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.